Let me see what we got over here. Let's go like this. What am I hearing?
Had a little ad thing on this thing. I wanted to see what's wrong with my plant, and it's like, no, you have to subscribe. It was free when I downloaded it like 2 years ago. Come on, I know what you do.
Here we are.
Are we on? Look at us.
We got to keep this. This. Let's do this right here. Oh, what's that? Getting set up. Oh, cat, you gotta get off of there, man. Look out. Look out. Go, you gotta go. Look out. Look out. Look out, buddy. Jeez, go. That's the craziest cat in the world.
Okay.
Okay, here's the laptop.
Okay.
We got that part down. Turn the TV on. Let's do that. What if we can turn my face like this? Can you see me? Can you see me on the live stream if I go like this?
Kind of.
If I move over?
No, just your side of your face.
Well, that's all we need when we're talking like this. You know?
Yeah, but don't they want to see our face?
I think they do, but I don't know how to do that. Got the camera like this, camera like that. We have to be able to see the video. Maybe I can move it
There's
over.
no way you can watch the video on the computer while we're being video
I don't know.
recorded.
Let me see if I can get all. Here we go. Chat, because we want the chats up here.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so we want to go. Okay. No, we don't. We don't want that. We want the chats. Live chat. All messages visible. Welcome, everybody. Wonder if I can do this right here. Stream settings. I don't think so. Oh, that's all right. Chat. We don't have any viewers at the moment. What's that?
But I don't know what it means.
Chat right. Alright. What time is it? Oh, we're still kind of early.
Are you going?
Are we?
I'm asking you, are we?
Alright. We're getting it. So maybe if I put the camera like a little closer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong screen.
Yeah, I can put it right there. I'm trying to put it right there.
Well, let's see. I'll try to sit in there.
Go ahead and put it on the shorts. Yeah, sit down and let me get it. You see where I was sitting?
Let me sit where you were sitting.
Yeah, no, sit where you were going to sit.
Well, I'll be in the way, I think.
I don't think you will. I don't think you will. I don't think you will.
I'm right here. I'm right in the way.
Well,
My big fat
no, move
head.
over. Move over.
Well, I can't see now.
Well, you will be able to see. I'll change it. Look out, dog. God damn. Fucking dog.
Maybe we'll have to sit over here.
All right.
Your butt groove is different than mine.
We're good. No, this is wrong.
There.
All right, so this is out. That goes out. Sorry. Let's see what this looks like. Let's do this. Let's move this closer.
Oh, I'm so bad.
Can I do this? Hold on.
Just cut me out completely.
No, wait a minute. Just let me figure out how I'm doing it. If I could do that, and I could turn it. Oh, it won't turn. Oh, yeah, I can. Hold on, hold on. Oh. Jesus, fuck. If I would do it like that, I could do more like this. All right, and then I could get it a little closer to us, like this. This is hard.
Only because you're high.
All right, well, that's closer.
Is it closer?
It's not closer. It's really not.
It's the same.
Maybe I can do it like this. Here, hold the camera like that.
You made me hold it?
Now just hold it for a second. Turn around. Just hold it for a second, okay? We got this fucking crystal ball in the way. Jesus Christ, Beth. How much does this weigh? Look at this crystal ball. This thing weighs like 1,000,000 pounds. I'm not kidding. Look at it. You won't believe where I got it. I got it on Uranus. No, I don't even know where I got it. Oh, shit. All right, here we go. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're still learning here, people. We're still learning. That's what you do. You learn. All right, so where are you at? Okay, no, you need to move over a little. This way.
But I did that. I was in the way.
Not. Okay, move over this 1 inch back. Over to the way you were. Nope, that's it. Hold on. Stay where you're at. Stay where you're at. Maybe I should move back a little bit. There we go. All right, that's perfect. I wish I could zoom in on the TV a little bit. Can't. Oh. Anybody, if anybody hears us, can you make sure you hear everything okay? Because I'm kind of dumb. But anyway, if you can hear, no, nobody's here. All right. Oh shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a live stream. All right, look at me.
Why?
Okay, look down. All right. Just want to make sure we can see. Is the lighting okay?
Oh, I was going to put this on.
Do I have stuff to drink? I do. I do. Hey, do you have any Lotus Funeral Home stuff? Some paraphernalia?
I mean, you have a pen right now.
Look out. Jeez, dog.
You don't really have a whole lot of stuff going on.
All right, so we have this and we have this. I just want to let everybody know that.
What, all two people?
No, let's see. Can you see us on here?
I don't know. I'm
I think
gonna
you
look.
can.
I'm trying to.
There we go. So we're gonna be able to react to.
So how do I find you? Nothing's happening. There it is.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to do it so I can see it and people can see us.
To see it.
Welcome to our primitive second live stream. We're having the bird killed. No, in the process of getting what we need to do this more professionally. Just bear with us. We have some cool stuff. The warden, my wife, the awesome Beth, the one that I only had to give $500,000 to get married, and I'm still over $600,000. Anyway, so
I think you need to add more numbers.
is there something on my nose?
No.
Are you sure? I mean, I don't want to. Sure, it's not. I don't want them to know that you're looking at my nose for boogers. I don't want it. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna invest in a camera, a couple cameras, and do all that stuff. I got a good buddy of mine named Jimmy Soldo. If you can look him up, great producer, great slide guitar player, fantastic slide guitar player, and he's here local in Palm Coast, and he's gonna help me produce some of this stuff and our our videos that we're doing, because we have a little kind of like a video company, kind of, that we do little stupid stuff like I do. I mean, I think you're used to that. Why are you looking at me like that? You've done a lot of this. Don't be weird. I can already tell this is a mistake. Already tell. We're not endorsed by anybody, but we'd like a check. It's not like we drink them that much. It's not like we play anything that would be expensive that we might want. I learned a new song, but you want to hear it? How's it go? Beth, woman. That didn't work at all, did it? Beth, man. Beth, man. So if I'm playing a G,
It
C,
sounds like you're saying meth man.
it is Florida though. Meth man. So we have one person watching. We would like to say thank you for watching. You probably already hung up, but we have a new YouTube channel. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. We're trying to monetize. The wife is helping me. Every time I get her in on any of this kind of stuff, I get like 1 billion. I get more views than it would be for me, and that's just because she's cool and I'm not. But here's the thing: we're gonna have her in on these live streams, and on the comedy stuff too. I mean, she goes to shows once in a while. She always asks me, "Any new material?" It's just totally just. But so we're gonna have her in on all this, the jokes, the birds, the animals. I mean, this is a friggin' zoo here. If you came to our house right now, you would smell like a bale of hay.
Not quite.
She's on edibles, by the way. It's legal because she has a severe case of the red ass, fibromyalgia, and so they.
Oh my God. You're on it too.
She's on the jet. I don't even know how it goes. It's an AC/DC song. Never heard that? I don't know. I don't know shit. I don't even know that. Maybe just take some more out of it. Okay, so we got one person watching. That's good. We put I look like shit on camera, huh? We put a couple of ads up on. Well, I posted it on Instagram where I have 5. Just kidding. I have
2.
like, just 2? No, it's like I think I got like 1,200 or something. It's not many. I got like 1,200 followers on Instagram, or 1,200 Grammys. What do you call the people on Instagram? If anybody knows what you call your followers on Instagram, could you tell me in the comments, please? Because I think it's called. I don't know what it's called. What is it called? Followers?
Grandmas?
Grammys? Instagrammies? Grams? That sounds like drugs. Hey man, you're smoking a gram? Only people that are my age will know that joke. Now you're not. You're 11 years. My wife is 11 years younger than me. Couldn't say that when I was 20.
That's just pervy.
Steve, that's my buddy Steve Eric. That's a Steve Eric joke. That's my buddy Steve Eric. Great comedian. Used to be on MTV. He lives in St. Pete. One of my best buddies in the world. But that's his joke. But oh yeah. So it's followers on Twitter or X. On YouTube, it's subscribers. On Facebook, it's assholes. And what is it on? I could have got a courtesy snicker for that. See, this is no fun doing my wife because everybody else laughs. You're like, I say something funny, you're like, that's not funny. It's got to be like ultra uber funny for you to go. Oh, you go like. I mean, if I fell down the stairs and like broke a bone and landed on like a black mamba snake, you'd probably be like, that was good. The snake's poisonous.
Oh, that poor snake.
You're scared of snakes. You wouldn't do that. Are you scared of snakes?
No, you're scared of snakes.
I'm not scared of snakes. I'm a redneck. Snake. No. What's a snake sound like? Better stop there, Robbie. You know what that sounds like to me? Same chords.
That's where they got it from.
Everyone's watching. Really, we come out tonight. Everyone's watching. Yeah. Everybody's working for the weekend. I don't remember how it goes. Everybody needs a second chance. Whoa, we want a piece in the house. Better stop on the show. You want to be in the show. Just same exact chords. You reckon Loverboy? You know we opened for them. You reckon Loverboy fucking stole that from Batman?
Well, is it really stealing it?
Oh, you trying to give me the bullshit like research? Is that what you're trying to do? You're not even a musician. You give me the bullshit research one?
What research one?
That's what you say about Eddie Van Halen. Like Eddie Van Halen goes, well, that's an A minor A, so if I put it in B, now it's mine? I don't think that's right.
How many other people use like Mozart and all that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what Yngwie does, kind of stuff like that. Yngwie Malmsteen's like the best guitar player, best guitar players in the world. The dog just barked at a text. Yngwie would go in and take Paganini, like violin licks, you know. But he does that, so I'm just saying that people borrow from John. What's the guy's name that was in nobody watching? What's the guy's name that was in I totally lost my chain of thought. There was a guy who played like that, who stole shit like that. I can't remember who it was. Oh, the guy who was in Creedence.
Anywho, we were supposed to be doing this.
We have so much time, Beth. We have to.
That's why that person left.
Well, whoever it was that just left, I don't blame you. But these will get better. I'm telling her that for 12 years. That's a kayak. That's our 45-pounder. Barking at the 200-pounder, Tiggy. I'm not sure if you can see Tiggy on this. If you can, Tiggy, Tigbot. Fix the TV, baby. That was Kayak. Did you see Kayak? There's Kayak. Where are you, buddy? There he is. There's Kayak. Come here. Come here. No. No. Come. There's the big one. There's the huge one. Hey, buddy. You want to get on the live stream? Give me a kiss.
A whale.
There he is. Give me a kiss. I love that dog. I love that boy. Come on here. Come on here. See, here's the thing. Kayak has been here longer. He's only like 40 pounds. But he held his own against Tiggy when we first got. Tiggy's 140 pounds when we got him as a puppy. We got a phone call. Kayak was our dog. You know, we got Kayak 5-6 years ago, 7 years ago. And Tiggy and Kayak, you think that Tiggy would just tear him up because Tiggy's 200 pounds and he's 40 pounds. And Kayak tells Tiggy what to do. He tells me what to do.
And then the cats tell the dogs.
And then the cats. See, here's another one. I don't know if you can see this one on the camera or not.
No, you can't.
This is the. And I wanted to talk about my animals, our animals.
No.
This is. Come on, baby.
She wants to play guitar.
This one is our. Deaf feral stray that we rescued a couple of years ago. Her name is Luna, and she can't hear shit. And when we got her, it took over a month to get near her. She wouldn't even get close to her. I was feeding her every day. It's like every other woman in my life. So we got kind of close, and I was scared that because we already had 5 cats, I was scared that Beth wouldn't let the cat in, and rightly so, you know. So I got her one day, and she let me pick her up after a while and love on her and stuff. She wouldn't even touch her at first. So I put her in the garage, and I put a fan out there, and had a little pallet, you know, and water. And she sat there for about a week, and then I came home one day, and Beth goes, "Yeah, we're gonna bring that cat in." And I was like, "The pregnant Luna?" She goes, "Oh yeah, she can't have those babies out in the garage." And I was like, actually, I was like, but inside, I was like, my cat had that. So Luna, the cat that had no shots at the time, now she's chipped everything. She had no shots, no health benefits at all. She couldn't hear. She had 4 of the most healthy kittens you will ever see in your life. The 2 that are right here, one of them's twice as big as her, Rougarou. And then the other one, which we called Right and Left because they looked exactly alike, her name's Spawn. And then we gave the other Spawn, the twin, to her daughter Gracie. If any of you see my comedy show, Gracie's the one that asked me about what a bicentennial was. And then the other one's name was, what was the dude's name? The boy we gave to Karen.
We called him Apollo.
Apollo is huge male.
He's huge, yeah. But she changed it to.
Now the cat's name is Judith. Try it. I don't know. It's something stupid. What was it? It's like Alex or something.
No, because
Thibodeau or
a D.
What
begins with a D? I can't think of it.
Dickhole. No, what is it? What is it? Is it Dictus? Dictus erect? No, it's something like that, isn't it? Dictator.
Declan. No, is it Declan? Declan,
it's
yeah.
Declan. What? How did I get to that from that? That's so fucking weird.
That was the scariest thing ever.
That was very weird. Oh, and the guitar doesn't work now. What happened? Something happened with the guitar, and now the guitar doesn't work. I don't know why it works. Click on one of these, baby. I'll find out why the guitar doesn't work. Oh, it's muted? Alright. We're okay.
Sure?
You better go mail out somewhere. We're working. We're working. Y'all go hang out, okay? It's like the animals. Where are you at? Move back over. You gotta move back over. You're out of the stream.
I want to be in the
You
stream.
gotta be in the
I don't
stream.
have to be in the stream. They
Baby.
can't hear my voice.
You have to be in the stream.
Do you see what I have to put up with?
What? Oh. You need to be in the stream. There you go. There you go. Now you're in the stream. Move over closer.
Your guitar's in the way.
Okay, let's do this. Okay. This is the part of our show. I'm sorry. Stay back your head with that. That looked very submissive. Boy, these things are good and they're refreshing. They're also very good for you, and they have electrolytes, natural flavors and sweeteners, no artificial dyes. I'm gonna throw up. B vitamins, antioxidants, and coconut water. We are not endorsed by these people. So if we were to get a check or something, we would spend it. Thank you.
On more of those.
Is this a real thing or is that a generic one?
I don't know.
Because I don't know if it is or not.
I think it's its own.
Is that the real one or is this the Family Dollar one?
Did you buy it at the Family Dollar?
I think I did. I can't remember if I did or not. I was talking to somebody about Corella Deville the other day. Some people know what Corella Deville. And I was telling that we were the Family Dollar rockers, And they were like, I don't know. And I told them, I said, well, if you went to see Van Halen, or Trickster, or anybody, cost you $50 or $100 to get in. You have to buy something to get backstage. You have to be super good looking or super dirty to get backstage. You spend $300, $400, $500, $600, $800, and then nothing happens. You go see our band, you might be able to buy us dinner. Among other things.
Red flag.
We should have like theme music behind this, like while we're playing. You hear like Van Halen.
Why I gotta be in there?
What do you want it to be? Name something. Well, my luck, they'll say something stupid like, oh, fucking. All right, here we go. Here we go. We got 3 views, no current views. Our chat rate is 0. We are batting 1,000. Okay. This is a section that we're gonna do on our live feeds. I guess we're gonna react to some stuff, and we figured that the Darwin Awards is a good place to start. I would also like to go to TikTok and watch the dumb people things that people get on there and say stupid shit. Like, if you save $1 a day, what was that one that we saw that we said, if you save $1 a day? No, what? No.
25 cents.
It was 25 cents a day. If you save 25 cents a day, by the end of the year, you'll have 10 grand. Is that what the chick said?
I think so, yeah.
I had a muscle spasm in my brain when she said it. I'm a math guy, okay?
I was like,
I don't mean trig
right.
or calculus. I mean add and subtract and some of that. I'm pretty good at that. When she said that, I was driving down the road and I twitched. I was like, It was like, what? I had to add it up in my head. I was at like $96. I was like, how could you? If it was $1 a day, it would only be $365.
Yeah.
What? We gotta watch that video. We gotta see that video. Okay, this is a Darwin Award one. This is I'm from North Carolina. You're not in the shot. It'll be over. I'm from North Carolina, and we cook out and burn stuff, and we basically hurt ourselves a lot. But this is something that I think everybody has done. I've done it. Except that I was smart enough to put the gas in a long line and light it and then run away. Kayak, what is it? Kayak. Speak. Speak. Don't you bark. Don't you bark. Don't you bark. He's doing that just to make me look bad. All right, this is a guy who's gonna put gasoline on his barbecue, and we're gonna see what he does, and we're gonna react to it. Can you see it on the thing? Let's see. You see, if you notice, he tried to put the nozzle on that little gas thing, and when you put that nozzle on there to pour the gas, it makes you dumber, right? Let's see.
Barking at.
Here we go. Here we go. Lit his whole yard on fire. Have you ever seen me do that? No.
No.
We should answer that quicker because they're going to think we rehearsed. There's one person currently watching. Thank you for watching, whomever you are. Thank you. Please say hello to us or whatever. We're it's like we're begging for. Anyway, that's our first video of Darwin Awards. Do not put gas on any fire. If you have a fire and you want to put gas on it, there's only one way to do it. You pour a little gas on it, then you pour a long line of gas. You put the gas tank away, you light it, and you run. Now, if you have an ex-wife, that's not fun. Let's try this one. All right, here's another one. Here's a Darwin Award nominee, and we're sorry we can't get the camera closer to this, but we're just dumb. No more current viewers. It's all right. We'll try this one. See what this one is. Okay, no, we're not going to try this. I saw this earlier and it sucked. Darwin Award short. Here we go. Oh, it's another gasoline one. Oh, Lord have mercy. Look at how much that was. Did you see how much he poured on there? It was like a quart of gas.
Where did you get that much gas?
Why did he do that?
Why?
That was just so much. That's bad. How come he doesn't show it? There's something shooting up in the air too. See, now that's just, you can die doing that. You know, you can die doing that. All right, let's try another one. Here's a Darwin Award winner. I haven't seen it. We're doing something. Just give us a couple minutes, Kayak. What do you want? You been fed? You need to go out? You're gonna have to wait. This is a doctor one. Usually these ER doctors, they usually show some silly stuff, so this should be good. Stop, man. Is it a condom?
Yeah.
Tested not to break. So if you occlude your own airway in your nose and your mouth and you're not able to pop a hole in it, you're in for a rude awakening, hypoxia, and you'll potentially die if you don't get it off. Hopefully she's using a condom that's like magnum size at least, so it stretches a little bit more.
That was absolutely the worst video I've ever seen in my life, and I don't ever want to talk about it again. Should I let the dog out? I should let the dog out, shouldn't I? What are you laughing at? Are you crazy? Have you lost it?
It's so stupid.
I'm gonna let the dog out. All right, let's go. Let's go.
So
I'm not letting you back in for 3 hours.
stupid.
This is a big girl. Come on. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here.
I don't have a neck.
Whose neck? Mine or yours?
I don't.
I have a neck. I do.
I don't. It's like a triangle.
So I go out with the dog out and I hit my $50 guitar against the wall and put a big dig in it on the edge of my. But all Les Pauls.
You
seem to
hurt
be-
my walls?
Who gives a shit about the wall? It's a Les Paul. He's stuck up. You know I was playing last night? You were in bed. I was like, well, my baby, since this time, you knew that. What's a Van Halen song? It's called Take HPV Home. Just kidding. Let's take your whiskey home. Trying to do a little public service announcement to no viewers. So it's all right though. Just gonna have my body armor, a little swallow of my body armor light. This is peach mango. It's really good for you. It's we're not endorsed. Oh, that's the best. Whatever that is, it's the best I've ever got. Okay, what do we got? Okay, let's see. All right, here's another one. This one we have no clue.
Germany experienced a rare solar eclipse that won 2 Darwin Awards. The first man watched the eclipse while driving in his car. He took his sunglasses with him, put them on, and gazed at the eclipse. The glasses were dark enough that he couldn't see anything but the sun. That's why he didn't notice the bridge above him. The second genius from Berlin climbed a high voltage pole to get a better view of the sun. Yeah, well, you can't see it from the ground. He accidentally touched a high voltage wire, and 20,000 volts went through it. In 1999, Germany experienced a...
All right, let's take this one at a time. Okay.
I can't.
All right, so the first one.
that won 2 Darwin Awards. The first man watched the eclipse while driving in his car. He took his sunglasses with him, put them on, and gazed at the eclipse. The glasses were dark enough that he couldn't see anything but the sun. That's why he didn't notice.
So the eclipse had nothing to do with the wreck. He just was being stupid, right?
Well, yeah, of course he's being stupid, but I mean,
You know, there was a president we had one time. I'm not gonna say who it was, but we had a president one time where they had an eclipse, and he walked outside and he went, and the pictures I'm serious. Every single news outlet took a picture. His whole everybody else was standing there going, oh, he's going, what is that? I'm serious. No joke. It was past president. All right, so this guy wrecked. So the other guy is what?
The second genius from Berlin climbed a high voltage pole to get a better view of the sun. Yeah, well, you can't see it from the ground.
He climbed a high voltage power line to see the sun better. That's kind of weird. That's like saying, I can't breathe very well, so I'm going to move into the backyard. It's all the same shit, you know, right? Right?
He accidentally.
All right, that's that one. Let me see another one. Darwin, here we go.
In 2022 in France, a guy named Jim Sandler, inspired by a TikTok video, decided to clean his...
You reckon he's any kin to Adam? Lunch later. Adam Sandler.
but it's Sander.
Oh. I don't believe you.
That's what it
It
says.
said Sandler.
It says Sander.
floors with paint thinner. He poured it into a bucket and started mopping. The fumes filled the apartment, and feeling dizzy, he opened a window and lit a cigarette. At that moment,
that's
the thinner
so
ignited and the flames caught his clothes. Firefighters found Jim with a minor burn and no serious injuries. He could have been a strong candidate for the Darwin Award. In 2022,
Okay, all right, let's stop.
He could have.
All right, let's stop.
in France,
Listen.
a guy named Jim Sandler and
Sandler. Adam Sandler.
I don't think they're related.
I felt completely like handicapped when they did that. I was like, not only am I high, but I'm illiterate? I'm just saying that guy that did that, number one, smoking's bad for you.
Okay. Is it so?
You're good at this. You're fucking knocking this one out. You are killing it. Yeah, so smoking's bad. Let's just say
inspired
that.
by a TikTok video, decided to clean his floors with paint thinner. He poured it into a bucket.
Wait, why was it? Was it they wouldn't? Why would you clean your floor with paint thinner? Paint thinner. You know what paint thinner does? It thins paint. So if you have paint on, I need more information.
And started mopping. The fumes filled the apartment, and feeling dizzy, he opened a window and lit a cigarette. At that moment, the thinner ignited and the flames caught his clothes. Firefighters found Jim with a minor burn and...
Why would they use that picture of that guy right there? Why would they use that picture? That's rude. That guy's probably standing somewhere and he sees this and goes, he's probably not happy about it. And look at him. When you're talking to him, you don't know which eyeball do you look at. I had this happen to me in Myrtle Beach. There's this chick at the bar. I guess she worked there. In Myrtle Beach, in South Carolina, you can drink while you work. Like states like North Carolina, they don't allow that. Florida, you can do it too. Well, this same chick had gotten so drunk at work that she had to go to sleep while she was working because she was so drunk. But anyway, she had eyes like that. I was talking to her one time, and she goes, the other one. So you know what I did? I stared right at the googly one. I didn't want to be embarrassed, so I just kept staring at the wrong one.
Isn't that more embarrassing?
I mean, well,
because she told you the other one.
and it was embarrassing, and there was some people around that saw it, but I tried to think, what is she looking at with that other eye? So as I was talking to her, I was kind of looking around like, and that thing would move a little. Her bad eye would move a little, and the other one would kind of stay the same. Is this a bad story? Should I not be telling the story? Is this a bad one?
I just know what you're talking about.
All right.
No serious injuries. He could have been a strong candidate for the Darwin Award.
Could
All right. So that's that one. Let's go. I think your cat's gonna bite me. All right. Here's one. This one is hold on.
In 2002, a couple hikers in Iowa decided to grab ropes and rappel off a bridge over the Des Moines River. But they forgot something important. It's a very high and narrow bridge that is crossed by a train twice a day. Our extreme athletes reached the middle of the bridge, tied the ropes, and started to climb down. But they didn't look at the train schedule. When they were already descending to the bridge, a train came by. So what? They're not on the bridge anymore. And these two geniuses tied the ropes to the strongest thing they could find. The
No
rails. When
way.
the train passed by, cut the ropes, and the two fell into the abyss, winning the Darwin Award together. In 2002, a couple hikers...
Did they die? We need to look some of this stuff up.
I would think so, yeah.
That's like the dumbest. There's like 10 dumb things going on. Number one, you're walking on a trestle. I used to go fishing in Bridgeton, North Carolina, and there was a trestle you could walk out on, and you almost had enough room to get off of that one, and you still didn't do it. Nobody did it. I mean, we walked out there, but we knew the train, you could see it coming. And nobody would do that. That's like the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
in Iowa decided to grab ropes and rappel off a bridge over the Des Moines River. But they forgot something important. It's a very high and narrow bridge that is crossed by a train twice a day. Our extreme athletes reached the middle of the bridge, tied the ropes, and started to climb down. But they didn't look at the train schedule. When they were already descending to the bridge, a train came by. So what? They're not on the bridge anymore. And these two geniuses tied the ropes to the strongest thing they could find, the rails. When the train passed by, cut the ropes, and the two fell into the abyss, winning the Darwin Award together.
So they did die.
They fell into
thought
the
it said-
abyss.
Well, I mean,
They could still be falling. Oh my God, we have to go
yeah.
save them.
what is the abyss? You know, is that like the Marianas Trench in the ocean? It's like 6 miles deep. It's like you drown and you don't hit the bottom until like a week later. The crabs were like, where the fuck have you been? You know? All right, let's try this.
Oh, gross.
What is that? Have you ever done that at work?
No.
She's a mortician. She deals with dead stuff. These guys here are blowing up lungs from cadavers.
Oh, gosh. It's gotta be fake.
Gotta be
Because,
fake.
How do you die from it?
cemetery would that be to touch his
That looks
bare
fake.
hands,
It
blowing,
almost looks
with
like
your
it's
mouth.
plastic.
Yeah. Oh, gross. Cool.
Doesn't even look real.
He absolutely did that because the guy on the left can't get his to work. Look at it.
Fake. Because how not
Oh, that's
sanitary would
gross.
that be to touch this with bare hands, blowing.
You know what I found out about anatomy yesterday and dead bodies and stuff? 90% of the people in the world have 3 levels, 3 pockets, clefts to their left lung and 2 to the right lung. That's how it's naturally supposed to be. I might have said it wrong. It might be 3 of them. No, if you're looking at them. No. Yeah, if you're looking at them on the left side, they'll have 3 pockets to their lung. And then on the right, have 2 pockets. And the one they showed, where somebody was born with just 2 pockets on their right and their left. And they were wondering, well, would you have less, could you take in less air? And they said, no. They said it's pretty much the same. So that's a pretty weird thing. And how they would do that, I don't know. How would you get that out of a body? You know about this stuff.
It would take a lot.
You'd have to pretty much rip it out of the rib cage, wouldn't you?
We cut around things.
Okay,
I
let's
don't
do
do
the
that
ground rules
part.
right now. Don't answer any more questions I ask like that.
I don't do that part because it's desecrating a body, and you can't do that.
Aren't you kind of allowed to do? I mean, not desecrating, but aren't you kind of allowed to do stuff with the body? Though, wouldn't stuff that you do be? I mean, not bad things, but isn't stuff that a mortician does to get it prepared? Isn't that kind of like desecrating the body a little bit? Your cat's caught a bug on the inside of the glass. Is our cat freaking Chris Angel? How did that happen?
But it's walking.
It already had hold. All right, let's go. Sorry, getting sidetracked. All right, look at all these viewers. Got so many viewers. We're gonna be all right. Here we go. Here's another one.
भाई ऐसे लोग जो भगवान से बुद्धि लेना भूल गए अमेरिका में
Okay, this one's in another language,
I don't
and
know what
since
he
I'm the
said.
only one that can understand it,
We should probably move on.
I don't understand. What's this? Here's one. The dumbest ways people have died.
Charles Darwin's 1859 theory
Let's go. Let's do this one. Here's one. Darwin Award. This one's a new one.
Where are you guys wearing masks up, Say what? Alright, take the money in it, I keep the coins, I need the coins.
Oh, I've seen this before. This is a robbery at a jewelry store or something, or maybe a game store, and the guy was telling the people, hey, just take the coins, whatever, and get out, like kind of acquiescing to the robbery, and something happened, and he gets a knife and he stabs the dude like 8 times before he gets out. And the guy's going, I'm dying. It's really stupid.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm dead.
That was really brutal, you know? Because he was so nice at first, like, hey, take the cat, take the stuff and go. And they were like, all right. And they jump the thing, and he just turns into, I'm going to stab you.
Some people are stabby.
Stabbing somebody's bad. I mean, anything is bad, but wouldn't that be a lot easier to shoot them and stay away?
It's more like being punchy, you know. So they're like
Punchy.
and stabby.
Here we go. Watch again. Watch
Where are you
this.
guys wearing masks up, Say what? Alright, take the money in it, I keep the coins, I need the coins. Okay.
I wonder if he really did die. That was a lot of stabbing. I don't know. That was kind of crazy. There's the first Darwin. Here we go. Darwin, one of the worst stupid death stories. All right, here we go. All right, it says that man rammed elevator door and falls to his death. Is that written with like bad grammar? Man rammed the elevator door and falls to his death in Korea. Is he from Florida? We gotta watch this.
Okay.
No! Is he really gonna do that?
What does he think he's doing?
What would possess someone to do that? Did he not know that there was no floor there?
Maybe he thought there'd be something on the other side. That the door wasn't opening for him.
That was crazy.
Do you know about the Darwin Awards? When you hear it from time to time, there's a story about people who died in a really absurd way, right?
Oh my God.
It's an award that those people receive. The Darwin Award, established by American journalist Wendy Northcutt to promote human stupidity, is an award given to those who have contributed to leaving superior human genes by removing their inferior genes by themselves. It is said that the following conditions apply. There are 5 conditions.
That's pretty crazy. All right, here's one. Okay, this one's 3 months old.
They snorted the ants outside the concert.
Okay, Ozzy Osbourne supposedly did this. Nikki Six or somebody, might have been Zach Wild was talking about it, that Ozzy snorted ants.
They snorted the ants outside the concert. They snorted.
See that one? I don't feel like that was a good short because it didn't start anywhere, didn't go anywhere. It showed one little snippet of a video. You know what I'm saying?
With some. Yeah, I got nothing from it.
Did my bird just say what the?
Shit.
My parrot just said what the fuck.
Yeah.
Duchess. All right, that's fine. Still have no viewers.
Our number 10. Two hunters searching for Bigfoot are found dead in the forest. The pair set off on
What is this?
Bigfoot.
Eve on the trail of the legendary Sasquatch in Washington State and died from.
You see, that's what we need to do there with this. Is find a way that we can just sit like side by side and be like part of the video.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Oh, I gotta go.
I thought you were gonna say that we needed to go Sasquatch in Washington State.
No, I've already went squatching in Washington State. I went to Klamath Falls and went squatching. And I was in the woods and armed and still scared. You know there's something bad out there. If you go to the woods, you have guns with you, and you're still frightened something will hurt you. That's bad. Hey, Kitty.
Ow.
Did I step on your foot?
Yeah.
Sorry. All right. Good Lord, I'm huge. Glad nobody's watching. Nobody can really see what I'm doing. It doesn't really matter, right?
No.
They can see me though. Alright. Turn this down. Alright. Let's do this. Let's take this out of my pocket. I'll put this away for now. And we will just finish. Because we don't have a minute or so left. A couple minutes. I wonder if we're gonna get a copyright strike for. I wonder if we're gonna get a any kind of copyright infringement for doing this. Because we're only doing a couple seconds at a time. Right?
Eaten by Sasquatch.
Ow. Yeah.
Maximum exposure.
Number 9. As a man dives in Spain.
So they said that they went Sasquatch hunting and they died from Sasquatch? I didn't hear it all.
I didn't do that.
There we go, that's better. We're trying to make this more professional. It's hard to do.
From ringing of a bell.
How big that bell is? And these bells are all really huge, right?
Oh my God.
The guy, like in the video, he got hit in the head by the bell.
He had his bell rung.
He had his bell rung, that's right.
21-year-old dies as Instagram reel attempt goes wrong. He wanted to raise the flag on the pole while hanging upside down. However, the cement pole failed to bear the weight and collapsed, leading to his
That's right.
That's too much information.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया में चोर को एक फैक्ट्री में कार दिखी उस गाड़ी का इंजन
It's another one that's not our language.
Maybe we should learn a new language.
You want to learn that language? It will only take a couple lifetimes.
Yeah, probably.
Is this guy?
I don't have time for that.
भाई ऐसे लोग जो भगवान से बुद्ध
What have we done? What have we stumbled onto, Beth?
No.
You're not the first to make a balloon with your own hands. Larry
Look at this guy,
Walker
that's Stinky.
attached weather balloons to a
Hey,
chair
Stink.
and launched him.
That's our stinky kitty. We got this kitty from a teacher. When Simon was still in school. We got this from one of his teachers, and cat couldn't get along with anybody else. We call this our redneck cat because originally it's from Daytona Beach Trailer Park, and it has one front tooth missing. She's so sweet, though. She's a good kitty. She's my good baby. These two hate each other. All right, Darwin.
Off into the sky, almost 5 kilometers. The result of his flight was a $1,500 ticket, a record altitude for a flight on a cluster of balloons, and, of course, a Darwin Award. You're not the first to make a balloon.
He died? That's a trip. So you're not in it anymore, either.
I'm right there.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out.
1989.
I don't know what that was. We're gonna figure out.
1989.
We're gonna figure out. It sounds like 3 times. We're gonna figure out a way to do this properly. We got to build up our watch hours, and we're trying to just get in the algorithm. So, and the bird will say, "What the fuck?" I'm still wondering if it's gonna be if we're allowed to do this. All right, here we go.
Melbourne, Australia. An Australian-based kung fu master tells his class,
They've reached this level of training. You can kill wild animals. with
Okay,
your
this
bare
is-
hand.
This is a something about Australia fighting or something. Kung Fu Lion, Dumb Ways to Die. Okay, it's a Darwin Award, so somebody's
One
dying.
particularly impressionable student took this to heart and sought the ultimate alpha opponent. The student waited until the local zoo closed for the day,
Oh no.
then snuck in under the cover of darkness, scaling multiple fences. He then made his way to the lion enclosure,
No.
scaled the exhibition fence, and dropped in, coming face to face with 5 lions. There were no witnesses or video footage of what happened next. However, the following day, 2 zookeepers discovered severed arms, with the hands still clutching bloody lion fur.
Oh, that's fucking yuck.
Bloody hands. Clutching what?
And
Oh, bloody hands still clutching the lion. So the lion ate the dude while the dude was holding the lion. And I guess if you squeeze something hard enough when you die, it stays that way. Does it?
Who?
The guy went in there and tried to fight it, tried to kung fu it.
No, I know that, but like, if how would he sever his hand and the lion not still be attached to his hand?
Maybe he was holding on to the lion ate his head. Ate him all up. He was, just holding on. And it just, he wound up eating everything he could reach. I don't know. I don't know how lions kill people, but crazy person. All right, here's another one. Oh no.
No.
Is it the further I go, the more languages?
In the 90s, in Arizona, police found an unidentified object crashed into a cliff. The impact was so powerful that it took time to understand what had happened. Not far from the crash site lived a retired sergeant who was a fan of technology and mechanics.
Oh,
One
no.
day, he decided to break the land speed record. Rumor has it he worked at a military base or warehouse and managed to get a decommissioned JATO engine used to help military planes take off. He attached
This guy lived how long? He was in his 60s or whatever, and he decided to do this? The older I get, the less shit I want to do.
the JATO to the
He
truck of his
had a boring
1967 Chevy.
weekend, and so he planned for something grand.
This took a while to think about. So don't look at it. It just took a while to get right.
Chevrolet Impala, pointed the nozzle backward for maximum thrust, and drove out to a remote desert area.
Sounds
He got behind the
so
wheel and
dumb.
activated the JATO. The car accelerated to 350 to 400 miles per hour, causing extreme G-forces. The car couldn't handle it.
You know how fast 400 miles an hour is in a car? In a street car?
How would
200 miles an hour, the friggin' fenders will rip off.
Yeah, like wouldn't the engine like stall?
What? Don't try to talk.
Brakes melted, the tire exploded, the vehicle lifted off the ground. It flew about 500 meters and crashed into a cliff 15 to 20 meters above road level.
Oh my
All that's
God.
left was a smoking crater and scattered debris.
Oh,
Instead
man.
of fuel burned instantly, almost no remains were found. He was posthumously awarded the Darwin Award in the 90s.
That's crazy.
Awarded. Ah.
Fastest I ever went in a car was with my buddy Paul Rhodes. He's the guy that passed away. He's a New Bern guy. He died probably 43, 44 years old. And we were, it was my 19th birthday. I was coming back from Greenville, North Carolina. We had went and saw Sidewinder or somebody play. And on the way back, we'd both been drinking, but it was his car. He had a Grand Prix, an old one, like a 74. And it had this big, huge 400,000 motor in it. And we're coming through Aden after we get out of Greenville. And he's doing about 70. And I saw a car on the side of the road look like a cop. And just out of pure stupidity, I said, Paul, you better punch it, man. That was a cop. And Paul floored it. And that car got going like 160 miles an hour. And it was floating. It was like, you know how cars go boom, boom, boom. This car's going woo, 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 woo. And that's how fast we were going. Stop! And we got pulled. He got busted for DUI. I wouldn't be quiet. So it didn't turn out good for me. They after they kind of roughed me up a little bit because I wouldn't shut up, they made me walk home from Aden, which was about 30 miles away from where I lived. Luckily, my Buddy Hall, I think he's one of my followers, Buddy Hall came along at 2 o'clock in the morning, guitar player buddy, and picked me up and gave me a ride home at 2:30 in the morning. So thank you, buddy. That was very nice of you. You're a good dude. I appreciate you. I would do the same for you. Okay. One more. We're almost done.
No.
We're just not gonna.
Maybe if they have the cartoony thingies, we'll understand them when they show the pictures.
What's this one?
2012, 37-year-old Andrew and his friends came on vacation to Egypt. On the way to dinner, they entered the elevator, but then the elevator began to shake.
This worries
he fell
me.
half a floor down.
This scares. You ever think about this when you get on an elevator?
Yeah, I do. I don't like elevators.
I like to get on an elevator with a bunch of people, and I like to go, oh God, and hold my stomach and not do anything. Because then they're all like, oh no. And then they step off the elevator and they smell pizza and they vomit.
And the elevator doors did not close. Andre was the most scared of all and decided to be the first to get out of the stuck elevator. But as soon as he stuck his head out, the elevator suddenly sank to the bottom, and his friends
Oh my God. It was everything he was worried about.
Yeah.
He was like, oh God, we're going to get hurt. Let me look out here. And it was, look, oh God.
Surprised by this trick, because his body was still inside the elevator, and his head was outside. Conclusion: holidays in Egypt are simply amazing. 2012, 37.
Oh my God. I got to see it again.
Old Andrew and his friends
I
came
gotta
on
see what it
vacation
says.
to Egypt. On the way to dinner, they entered the elevator, but then the elevator began to shake. He fell half a floor down, and the elevator doors did not close. Andre was the most scared of all and decided to be the first to get out of the stuck elevator.
Oh my.
But as soon as he stuck his head out, the elevator suddenly sank to the bottom, and his friends were surprised by this trick, because his body was still inside the elevator, and his head was out.
This is AI, right? Because that's just the dumbest shit. His friends were really put off because he cut himself in half. Jeez, AI.
Yes,
do better.
They're put off.
Please do better.
I would have been horrified, but, you know.
I believe that's about all of them in English.
The Darwin Awards happened in California. There are many snakes in the southern United States, and some of them are venomous. On a summer evening, a man came out of a bar and found a snake in the bushes.
Ooh.
This is AI sped up. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
What did it say? The guy found a snake in the bushes?
In California.
In California. In a tropical temperate place, he finds a snake.
He picked it up, which is kind of like a nomination for an award. But here's where it gets even dumber. The snake wasn't aggressive. It looked at him and clicked its tongue. Snakes flick their split tongue in the air to sniff the world around them. Their tongue collects odor particles.
I had an ex-wife that was just like that.
It goes on, and when the snake pulls it back in, it touches a special organ in its mouth that recognizes odors. But the 20-year-old man didn't know that, and apparently took offense when the snake stuck its tongue out of it. But before I continue with the story, please be sure to subscribe.
Wait, did it just say the guy? Did I hear that right? See, the snake didn't bite the guy, but the guy took offense that the snake took his tongue out.
And leave a like for more Darwin Awards. The guy couldn't take it. He brought the rattlesnake up to his face and stuck his tongue out at it. The snake got scared and bit the guy right in the tongue. Yeah, the snake ended up being poisonous. They couldn't save him. The Darwin Awards happened.
Wait. Wait. The snake bit him on the tongue?
Apparently.
This can't be true. That's worse than those Pentecostal holiness.
Yeah. He's a hero.
Did you hear the bird?
Yes.
Well, I think we've done good with our live video.
On a summer evening, a man came out.
We had to do at least an hour. You know, there was a weird thing that happened in I think it was in either Clearwater or Dunedin, where there was a cable guy, and he was a Latin gentleman, and he hadn't been here long, but he spoke pretty good English. And the guy said, "Look, our cable doesn't work. We think maybe the people that were trimming the bushes might have cut something." And he's like, "Oh, okay." You can look this up. You can Google this, by the way. And so the guy goes over and looks around, and finds where the cut is. You know, the guy's there's like a box, and it had one little wire that came out of the box, and they must have just accidentally hit it. So the guy's over there, and he felt something kind of bump him, and he kind of pushed it away. And then he felt a little sting. And it was a little green snake. Little green snake about that long. And so he didn't think nothing of it. It was, you know, he had a little blood on him, but he thought, you know, I gotta work. He's a Latin guy. That's, Mexican dudes will work. You shoot him in the work. You know, the Mexican and Latin and the immigrant workers that we have are the best workers in the country. So he goes back to work, doesn't think anything about it. He starts feeling like doo-doo. Starts feeling horrible. And he thought he'd eaten something bad. So he goes to the emergency room. He was bitten by a green mamba 3 times. They call that snake the 2-step. He lived through it. They gave him like 28 vials of anti-venom. They gave him all they had. Everything they had. And then they had to fly more in. And so they went back out there and they found the snake, and it turned out that somebody had that snake in their as a pet, and that it was something to do with money, like they foreclosed on their house, or they got kicked out with their rent or something, and the people went in to clean the apartment, and the fucking snake's there, venomous green mamba snake from freaking, you know, East Africa or wherever, and so they just took it out back and let it go. I mean, the cops found all this out somehow. And they just figured it was a green snake. And if you've ever seen a green mamba, or a black mamba for that matter, if you look at it from a distance, it looks pretty innocuous.
No mamba.
It doesn't look, but you get close to it, if you know anything about snakes, you'll go, that's going to bite the shit out of you. That's a venomous snake. It's a pit viper. So, I mean, it looks
like me.
It looks crazy. I want to show you one other one too. Here, watch this. This is a good video for the stream. This is a good, excuse me. It's a good video for the stream. This is me and Beth's favorite video.
Most of us are here, so.
And by the way, I just want to tell you,
journeys.
I want to tell you that I think education is the most important thing. I mean, high school was the best 3 weeks of my life, so this is important.
But
she loses it.
What was that?
Ah.
I think she farted.
Well, we almost had a viewer.
Aw, why do you almost have a viewer?
I don't know, man. We almost had a viewer.
Most of us are here, so if you want to pull out your journeys book.
If anybody is viewing, please just say hello so I can see that the things work.
What things?
What's the things? The chat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all I want to see is that it works and somebody say hello, how you doing, whatever.
I don't think they're listening.
Most of us are here, so if you want to pull out your journeys book.
You're right, her eyeballs get real big.
What was that?
Those kids aren't gonna let that fly.
I think she farted. That was a big one.
I don't know who that was.
It was huge.
I don't know who it was, but whoever it was, it might be a little embarrassed. Let's
Yeah, we're trying to blame that on them other youngins. Can't blame a fart on other women. I mean, other kids. It's rude, man.
That little boy's hair changed. His whole hairstyle went somewhere else.
See, we were just talking about this. See, now this is very important.
There are over 250 species of snake in the U.S.
We were just talking about snakes. Didn't Google it. Didn't do anything. And we had the YouTube on while we're talking because we're live streaming, clearly. And a snake video comes up. How do you reckon that snake video got in there? It got in there because they listen to what you do through your phones. And I'm okay with that. I'm not really mad about it because they can help you save people. But all I'm saying is we just mentioned snakes. And there's a fucking snake. And then one time I was fixing her car actually. I had to put like a new gas tank on it or something. And I was in the yard. I know, right? A whole gas tank. And I had the whole yard. It looked like Sanford and Son. We lived in St. Augustine. And the neighbors are coming by and stuff going, you sure you can do this? I'm like, yeah, it wasn't a big deal. It was just a lot of work, a lot of stuff. And I was singing Led Zeppelin all afternoon. Just singing it to myself, not even like performing, just, just while I was moving around. After I was done with that, at the end of the day, my phone had all these advertisements for Led Zeppelin box set, my Facebook, every other thing. And this was 10 years ago. This was 8 years ago before the algorithms were what they are,
It thought you were its biggest fan.
No, it wanted my damn money. That's what it wanted. They don't give a shit about that. Do they actually have someone we've watched that show. Remember the guy who let stuff bite him? Remember?
Is that the same one? No,
this is different. Oh, this guy looks like a dork. Anyway, but I'm sorry, it's not a dork. I probably know. So there's a guy has a show, and it's called I'm Stupid or something. But it's like what is it called, The Bite or something? But he lets spiders. But the first one I saw was bullet ants. You know what a bullet ant is? They call it a bullet ant because when it bites you, it feels like he got shot. And that's not I'm not quoting a colloquialism. I'm saying it's real. And I've had fire ants. Everybody's had fire ants bite them. And so these are really, really dangerous bugs.
How could you know that everybody's had a fire ant bite them?
I guess not. I mean, most people. I mean, you can get bit by a fire ant and you not even walk through nothing that's not even walk through the woods. You could be downtown and get bit by a fire ant. I mean, because they can come up anywhere, right?
I mean, up to certain points, like more north, they don't have them. So if you've never been in the south,
There's no fire ants up north.
No.
You know, lightning bugs.
Yeah.
Flood of bug. So I think they have fire ants everywhere, except maybe Antarctica and stuff. Somebody could, well, if there was someone looking, someone watching, I believe fire ants are everywhere. I mean, I'm thinking. I know they have tore my ass up before. I mean, bad.
Well, I never saw one until I moved down here. Here to Florida.
They'll tear you up, and if you get enough of them biting you, they leave like these little white heads all over you.
No, that's a lie. In Texas, that's the first time I saw.
And you're not supposed to scratch them or pop them or do nothing with them because I didn't know this. A blister is actually protecting you. I didn't know that. And a zit or whatever, that's bad stuff on you. But the reason it's sitting there is to protect your skin. That's why it's there. I didn't know that. So the doctor was like, "Don't do that. Don't do that." I was like, okay. These are psychic shows.
0.6 billion people.
Beth and I have been talking a lot about psychic stuff and psychic shows, and she's empathic for sure. She's definitely got tendencies, and so we watch these psychic shows, and it's like I'm not sure if we're the only ones that do it, but the psychics ask the same questions over and over, and they're just like, it's stupid. It's like, did someone in your family maybe have cancer? And everybody has cancer. Okay, I have cancer. Okay, it's skin cancer. I mean, everybody has it. I mean, that's a vague question. Did you have an uncle that maybe talked? I mean, it's like dumb stuff, you know. I'm sensing that your mother is passed on. Okay, good. And then they look like that's the question. And then they're like, let me see, was your mom? Oh, your mom was very dedicated, wasn't she? Yeah, she was. And I mean, it's just like, I want to believe it. I want to believe these people are actually talking to somebody, you know, there. I mean, I don't know why I did that. But it's even the good ones will ask those questions. Like, did you have an uncle with an A in his name? Yeah, I did. Sam. Say that's what I was getting. I was getting Sam. I thought you said A like Alan. Sam Allen. That's his name. You know, they just nail it. They'll get something right out of all their bullshit. They'll get one thing right. That person will go, oh God. Did the one we got the other night, did he know that guy was trans? Did he know he was? The psychic guy?
Probably.
Because if anybody's viewing, please leave a little message on the chat thing so we know you're there. Just say hello or fuck off or anything. It would be great. Thank you. All right, so let's.
Being told you're too sensitive, what it feels like is shame. Like, I am too emotionally reactive. I don't know how to interact. Everything seems like it's bothering me or it is bothering me. You may have difficulty in school. You may have difficulty in work situations that are too open-ended and don't have enough structure. Other people seem to have social stamina that highly sensitive people cannot tolerate or match. Because it's so socially unacceptable to be a highly sensitive person, you end up sort of adapting, and it can kind of feel like you don't know who you are. Just don't feel. Hold it inside.
See, the awareness for this has just kicked in. See, back 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, people didn't look at it like this. People just said, oh, you're screwed up. You're not sensitive. You see the cat biting me as I'm sitting here? The cat is biting me as I'm holding the remote. Like biting the fat on my finger, like, Like, I'm here. Look. Ah! And if you just let her do it, she'll let off in a second, just like Rougarou does.
What if we frame being a highly sensitive person as a person who's able to feel and then also communicate
Is that
to other
is that
people?
that chick off of who is that girl?
I think it's
Moon Unit? What's her name? Raven? Snake? Snake Plissken? I thought she was dead.
I don't remember.
She's on that show, Smart Gay Guys. What's the one? What's it called?
Oh my God, I'm drawing.
You know the one I'm talking about, right?
Yes. The Big Bang.
That's
Theory.
it? Yeah.
Yes.
That's weird. I call it Big Bang Theory. It sounds sexual, but when you watch the show, it's like those guys have never even seen a vagina. They don't even know what a vagina is.
They eventually do, but
They don't want one, which is fine. I have no problem with it.
As a superpower.
Some of these characteristics of being a highly sensitive person really make people remarkable in many ways.
What I would tell parents of kids who might be displaying some of these qualities is that you are potentially raising an exceptionally emotionally attuned human being.
What would your parents have said if someone came up to them and said, "Hey, Beth is an empath. We've noticed her behavior denotes that she has a sixth sense, and she can tell what people are feeling." What do you think your parents would have? How would they have reacted?
well, I don't know. They could have reacted in a mixed way. I would mostly probably say it would be something you go to confession or talk to a priest or something.
Really?
Yeah, I think it would be kind of church.
That's that antiquated 60s, 70s mentality that, because I knew other parents that were like that too, where if you had a problem, you went confessed. It was almost like a trash can of when you had a problem with something, you just put it in the hands of God. And it means you don't do anything. It means you're not taking a reactive role in the situation, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that, but I know what my parents would have said. I know what my dad would have said. Jesus Christ, Carol, your kid's into voodoo. Okay, get into here. That's your damn kid. He's a redneck. My mother would have went, no. You in a bowl of grits? No. I think my mother would have said, he gets it from me. Don't you touch that camera. We got a cat messing with the camera. And my father would have, I think my father would have called bullshit and then pulled me aside and said, is this true? Can we make some money? He probably would have said that. Spawn, you can't be there, buddy. Chick. Now he bites the case. I know I did. I did that. I pushed my cat out. Okay, so yeah. What was it? Am I the one that told you, or when did you notice that you kind of could tell what other people were feeling? When did you notice it, or do you have a time where you went, oh fuck? It was like the first time.
It was like kind of slowly over time, probably 2012, 2013.
That's when I met you.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it right away. And that you had something. I knew it right away. But I saw your aura when I first met you. You know, for a long time. I don't see it anymore. That's a weird thing, man. Because when I was a little kid, I used to see people's aura, and I just thought I had vision problems or something. And then one of my foster parents, the McDonald's, Alfred and Nancy McDonald, he sat me down and explained it to me, and I thought he was crazy. I thought he was nuts. He was a faith healer in the 70s. Yeah, that's like the Batman song I played. It's just not relevant. So he would travel around, and they would travel around and heal people. I mean, they had like a great success rate. He paid his house off. He was I think I told you the story. I didn't tell you guys. He was a retired Navy chief like my dad, and he'd gotten injured real bad in Korea, and while he was in the hospital, he said that God came to him and spoke to him, like talked to him, like said, it's like a person. And he said, I thought you fucking farted. That was the dog. The dog went purr. Anyway, I was like, damn, you're comfortable on camera, honey. Anyway, so he said that he could, after that, he could, said he could see if he was talking to somebody and they were in pain, he could see it on them. He could see the pain on them. And I was like, so they could just come up to you and not say anything and you'd know where they hurt. And he goes, yep. He made money off of it. He got paid to do it. And that's what he told me. What I was seeing was auras. And he said that most of your normal people that can't really see them, they were tricked into being able to think that if they took their hands and they went like this or like this or something, and they looked at you like this and they went like that, then it would show your aura. And I remember my mother doing that, and it was bullshit. My mother couldn't see her aura. I could see it. I never told her that. But it was just weird that he would tell me that, you know. So that's why I believed him, because he didn't know my mother then. They didn't know him at all. So, but you know, I'm quite sure there's people out there, as big as our brain is. I am quite sure there's people out there that can tap into that wavelength. You know, I've had times where I almost felt like somebody was listening to me. You know, like I know that's weird, but like a music, it's almost like a music thing. I know, but
like right now.
No, like you're alone and you're thinking. I mean, I have vivid conversations in my head, and I just felt like somebody was listening to me. I felt like somebody was standing around the corner. It's hard to explain, but you know, I just believe there's people that can do it. And I've had times before where I heard things in my head, not when I was on edibles, but I've heard things before that weren't there. And like, what the hell am I hearing? And you don't know. Could be your brain. Could be extrasensory perception. It could be caca. It could be a lot of things.
Could be a bug.
What kind of bug? A bug in your ear?
A bug.
Speaking English? What kind of bug is that? What kind of bug is that?
1.2 to 1.6 billion people could be highly sensitive.
All right, wait a minute. Let's fast forward through this. Let's fast forward through that. Let's get there. Mayim. How you say that?
Mayim Violet.
Hi, I'm Ryan Bialik.
I'm Jonathan Code.
And welcome to a special MTV Explorers.
So they have.
The real question everyone wants to know is,
how do we get this gig? And how are they doing this with the split screen?
They probably.
Are they right beside each other?
No, I don't think so.
Hey, if somebody's watching, please leave us. Just say hello on the thing so I can make sure the comments are working. You know, we're so busy and so popular that you know, I don't know. But if you're there, just say hello or just say you're there so I know the chat is working. And thank you for stopping by.
Cry easily.
Yes.
We're talking about extrasensory perception and like stuff like people being able to. We're looking at watching a highly sensitive thing about people who can feel stuff. I'm not verbalizing this very well.
You get overwhelmed in crowds.
Yes.
You feel exhausted after hanging out with people too long.
I get exhausted after hanging out with myself for too long. Why do you ask, Jonathan?
Well, you might be.
Are they in the same room?
Sensitive person.
No. An HSP.
She's looking at him.
It isn't rare or on the fringes. If you've heard of this term before, you are not alone.
Oh, thank you.
Because 1 in 5 people.
Thank you, Dreaming Dragonfly. Thank you so much. You're the first person that's commented or done anything, and we didn't know if it was working or not. So now at least know you can hear us and all that kind of stuff. And number 2 is going great. We've had 7 views in an hour and 29 minutes. and so thank you for being here. I appreciate you quite much. Dreaming Dragonfly and Tarot. You do tarot.
Not really.
Yeah, but I've seen you do it. You got a nice set of cards and stuff.
Oh yeah, but that doesn't mean that I do it.
Well, she does it. She clearly does it. I know you. I just don't know. I don't know who you are, but I know you. I'm sure I've met you before or something. If not, that's cool too. Have we met? And we're trying to work this to where it's more professional. We're trying to do that now. All right, we'll go back to the sensitive.
Is estimated to be highly sensitive. That is more than the number of people who are left-handed.
You're left-handed.
I know. I'm a highly sensitive person too, but I don't know if I.
Anybody in your family
We're gonna find
left-handed?
out today.
My dad was, and my brother is.
That's a weird thing too. My father, I think his brother was left-handed, and they made him be right-handed in the 30s.
Yeah, they made my dad be right-handed too.
That seems like torture. Why would you do that? Why would you make somebody be? I've always eaten with my left hand and cut with my right hand because that's just what I did, you know? So I cut with the right hand, eat with the left hand. And I'm just so surprised to see anybody know it. 2 chats, me and me. We're still learning this thing, man. We're still learning it. All right. Tiggy, hold on,
We're
buddy.
going to be talking about the diagnostic criteria for a highly sensitive person. We're going to talk about the science behind highly sensitive people. And we're also going to be talking about what it's not. Meaning,
If anybody watching considers himself highly sensitive or empathic or something, let us know. Because we're into that kind of stuff. And obviously our dog is, because our dog's making all kinds of noise.
what are the things that you might be experiencing that can overlap?
Yeah, they're in the
with
same room.
PTSDs, but are actually
We need to figure out
syndromes?
how to do this. You reckon they're doing it with cameras, they're not doing it with laptops. I'll just ask Jimmy. Jimmy will know.
Disorders or just traits.
Now, you may have heard this term, or you
Hey,
may
buddy.
have heard other things like you're being told you're too sensitive.
What are some of the indicators that people might be possibly on the highly sensitive person spectrum, Jonathan?
Even if they've never heard the term, although it is floating around social media these days.
This is the most beautiful dog in the world, Tiggy. This is my Newfoundland, our Newfoundland. He's a big boy. He is a 200-pounder. He's about 3.5 years old. He is my best buddy, and he needs a bath.
Yes.
You need to go out? Is that what you want? You got snot on you. You got snot all over you. You want to go out? This dog slobbers. That's what Newfoundlands do. I have slobber on my skeleton. There's slobber in my DNA now. Just you watching this, you have slobber on you. Isn't that good? Are you a good dog? Are you a good dog? Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? I'll get a kiss. How about if I go like this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He gets the love. Gets the love right there on his give me that napkin, sir. Gets the love right on his he just put his paw on me like, don't you stop. There you go. I know. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. I love this dog. He's a good dog. Can I have a kiss now? Can I get a kiss now? No kiss? Look, he turns his head away because he'll kiss her, but he doesn't want me to kiss. Let me kiss. Let me have a kiss. Let me have a kiss. Let me have a kiss. That's a good boy. I love that dog. That's my boy. Can I finish the live stream and then maybe we can hang out? Here's your cat. Oh, no? No? Okay. You need to go out? Tick. Wanna go out? He's the most beautiful dog in the world. Well, give me just a minute and we'll be done. Okay. Back to it. Nobody watching. We're almost done. Almost done.
Someone might have told
saying that.
You're too sensitive.
Yes.
You're too sensitive, Beth.
I
You
am.
feel different in group settings. For example, you feel isolated. You don't know how to navigate really. You can feel overwhelmed.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it right here. And I'm going to do another one probably Tuesday or Wednesday. And it's going to be so much better than this one. We're going to figure out how to get the split screen and all that kind of stuff. And thanks for bearing with me, because the learning curve for this is pretty in depth. I don't have it, I've been watching videos and asking questions and stuff like that. And the guitar stuff's easy. I can just plug it in and and play guitar and make noise all day. But I want to do something more than that. I want to include my wife, because she's hilarious, and we have some stuff that we've written up and stuff that we're looking into doing, and we're definitely gonna try to be better. We're gonna do better. It's fun. I think we're pretty entertaining, and especially when nobody's looking. So I mean, if you think listening to a professional comedian and a licensed mortician talk and cohabitate and mingle and whatever else, I mean, we wouldn't do that on camera. This might be the place for you. So subscribe, hit the bell button, and go on this journey with us, because I travel internationally to stand up, play music, we do stuff together, and she's just as interesting and funny as anybody else. So tune in, stay with us, and it'll get better as quickly as we can.
That was horrible.